Like this. Thank you that you guys are being so patient. Okay, so, hey Breck, my niece is on there. Hello. So, what I'm doing right now is I wanted to come on live and talk to you all. The girls here are having a good time. I didn't want to mess at the moment, so I told them to go ahead and just keep on talking and keep on putting on the makeup while I took a little blip out for you all to talk to you guys about the makeup. Hey, Brooke. So, and my mom is saying how fun. So I wanted to just talk to you girls. So everybody, we just watched a video on the back here, and it was a video about toxins in makeup. And the average woman puts over 500 chemicals per day on their body, and like 80 of those chemicals are before breakfast, and a lot of people don't even know that. So why not give up those toxic ingredients in your makeup? We encourage you to use, there is an app, it's called, well, there's two, there's Skin Deep that you can look at, and it's online, and it's ewg.org, I believe, and you can check out your makeup there. An even better app is the, oh, it's going to slip me. Dave, what's that makeup app? She just mentioned it on Think Dirty. The Think Dirty app, so you can put your makeup on there and you can check it out and see if it's toxin, if you can even check out your hair products and body products or whatever. So I was going to just tell you guys really quick some of the 6 common toxic substances that are found in most cosmetics, and those toxins are parabens, there's propylene glycol in some of them, ethyl, butyl, and parabens are a preservative that are in a lot of makeup, but they're so toxic to your body. And what a lot of people don't know is that they mimic estrogens in your body. So if any of y'all have problems with estrogen overload or estrogen dominance, a lot of y'all don't know that that could actually come because of the makeup that you're putting on your body. Now, some of the other items you can look at is talc. Talc is really common in even mineral makeups that are supposed to be quote-unquote non-toxic. They are very toxic. So if you see talc in your makeup, that is a big no-no. I have a list up here. Can we go back? I don't know if we can go back to that photo here. Okay, I can't. I was going to show you guys back there, but it's gone now. So anyway, talc is in baby powder. I know, so Counter, you should know that. So talc is really toxic, so it shouldn't be in your makeup or in your baby powders. And so some talcs, many talcs are carcinogens. There's bismuth, and there is lead, and there's still lead. In countries like China, they don't have any type of regulation, so the lead still gets into the makeup, and it's a known carcinogen. And there are also mercury. Mercury is also known as thimerosal in a lot of products, and it's especially for if you do you wear contacts? Kendra, do you wear contacts? No. If any of you out there wear contacts, thimerosal inside your saline solution is actually mercury. So that's just a little side note for y'all. But it also can be in your makeup. So if you ever look at your makeup products and it says thimerosal, that's a secret name for mercury. So now, so Bijou, I'm going to go ahead now. So you guys already just watched the video about the non-toxic things, so I'm going to just grab your guys' attention now. Now, I wish this wasn't right in my face so I can see y'all, but I'm trying to see you guys and see them. So I'm going to go this direction here. So hey, Scarlett and Kat. So right now what I wanted to talk about, so we already know that there is really a lot of bad things in cosmetics that we really need to look out for. But right now, you guys are all here to learn about Savvy Minerals, and yes, they're free of talc, lead, bismuth, mineral oil. There's no parabens. There's no gluten, because I know a lot of people are gluten intolerant these days. No mercury. The brushes, that was the next thing I was going to do. Can you give me those really quick, because I'm going to show the people online. The Savvy Minerals brushes were picked out of, they were chosen from a makeup show. Melissa Poping is the one that came up with this brand of Savvy Minerals. She actually went, I think, with Gary's wife, Mary, the ones that actually are the proprietors and the owners of Young Living. And she actually went and they handpicked out the brushes. And has anybody seen the brushes here yet? Not yet? Okay, so these are the brushes. There's only 5 in the set right at this time, but they are made they are synthetic materials, so they're not goat hair or anything like that. But what you should know about them is that they're a really high quality Italian makeup brush. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these around so that you guys can do a little show and tell and fill those for yourselves. And also, for those who are cognitive of things like vegan and cruelty-free, the makeup is all vegan and cruelty-free except the lip glosses. If you have anybody who knows that is a vegan, there is beeswax, and beeswax is not considered vegan. So that's good to know. There's also product ingredients like arrowroot, kaolin clay. Kaolin clay is really great. It draws out impurities from your skin. This is actually some of the items that are in the makeup and the skincare products. And some people were asking, hey Auntie Maria and Cheryl and Tiffany, some people were asking if the makeup lasts all day, and this makeup really does last all day. Bijou, that graphic we saw on Facebook, somebody actually did. It was really neat. It was a great idea. She took pictures of her makeup in the daytime, morning. What was the time frame on that?
7:30 a.m. and then 7:30 at night.
7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. She didn't retouch her makeup, and the makeup was still on tight. So unless you're somebody who rubs your eyes and your face or is taking naps during the day, it's probably going to stay on pretty well. So can you hand me the misting spray? I'm going to have you be my little helper here right now. So one of the products I'm going to talk to you guys about today is the misting spray. And from what I understand, Melissa Poping, the one that developed this product line, had this recipe out for a long time and didn't ever share it with anybody. So once she let go of her baby, this makeup company has given it now to Young Living. She's given this secret away. You know, all the ingredients are there for us, but they're there for us to use. Now the mineral spray is for your foundation. So when you're dealing with mineral makeup and mineral powder, first of all, I want to say I'm really impressed with this makeup because I haven't been able to wear mineral foundation. I've tried so many different companies, and Bare Minerals, everybody knows about Bare Minerals. They know about Jane Iredale. There's knockoffs, there's Mineralogy, there's just tons of them out there. And you know, I'm always cautious about saying negative things about companies, so I don't want to say that. I can just give my personal testimony. And always check your ingredients, because one of the ones I just mentioned does have some really poor ingredients that can be very toxic. And I was really disappointed because I had already bought the makeup, had been using it for a while, and found some of these little secret ingredients that I was talking to you about. Namely, one of them was the talc. So anyway, so the misting spray, though, is when you're dealing with minerals, you want to bring out that radiance in the minerals, and so that's what the misting spray is for. It also is, let's see here, I'm going to see what she says specifically about her mineral spray. So I'm just going to read, this is what they've put out from Young Living, but for this specific misting spray, it provides more control with your mineral powder application. So you're actually going to use that with your foundation. You can use it with some of the other things like the eyeshadow with the blush. I'm going to actually show you some techniques on how to use that. There's a technique, foiling. If you are online, you can check out foiling with the Savvy Minerals makeup. I'm going to teach the girls here tonight, but you guys will have to look that up because that'll be a little bit later.
Also, later on this week, we will be posting video. Shows how to.
And we did foiling. We did a foiling video of Bijou this week, so we'll post that in case you guys need a close-up of that one. So it nourishes your skin. It actually has essential oils in it, so it's really good for your skin. It soothes and refreshes your skin. It provides an aroma because it has essential oils. It's made with 100% naturally derived plant ingredients, which is always really important. And there are absolutely there's no alcohol. A lot of times these sprays will have alcohol in them, which is extremely drying for your skin. And one of the other things it doesn't have is synthetic fragrances. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about really quick was whenever you guys look at lotions, you're looking at anything cosmetic, whether it's putting on your body, shower gels or whatever. A lot of times, and a lot of companies right now are on the natural bandwagon. It's a hot seller. It's a moneymaker right now. I want you, when you guys look at fragrances, just remember this. If there's a fragrance inside of your product that is pure and natural, they'll just put it. Okay, but the reason people put fragrance down is because it has such a long chain of actual ingredients that they'll put fragrance, because it is really a mask. And they try to say sometimes it's a trade secret or whatever, but the fact is that they will say it's natural, and they can say it's natural and still get away with it, even though it has a synthetic altering to it. And so never be confused. When something says fragrance, it says natural. It's still not going to be good. The reason why that is not good, having fragrances that are not listed, is because a lot of times they cause allergens, they cause skin agitations, they can cause rashes, they can cause eczema, and they can cause endocrine disruptors. So just remember that. It's just a little side note for y'all.
So I want you guys also think about that too, is that in fragrance, it's not required to put what's in fragrance, so that's why
I'm trying to find her.
And then there's over 3,600 ingredients that are hidden under the label fragrance. Over 3,000, and only a very small percentage of those have actually been tested for anything at all by the FDA. So,
and we just mentioned on the video that only 11. Hi, Aunt Chris. Only 11 specific products in the U.S. are banned, opposed to like 1,300. I believe it's around 1,300 in the UK, or not UK, but the EU. So really quick, we've already found out about what the gal's foundation color was today, but really quick, I'm just going to tell you and how we found their foundation color really quick is my 2-second little talk here is for your foundation if you guys want to help your friends. So what are you going to do? You're going to look at their bottom of their hands here. If they have blue veins, they're typically going to be a cool foundation or even cool colors with your shadows and blush. If they're green, they're going to be probably warm. And you're also going to be looking for coloring. We have warm number 3 for those of you who are out there. Warm number 3 has a lot of apricot in it. It's not for everybody because you have to really have a lot of almost a golden, orangey, or apricot tone to your skin. That's how you would find your foundation. If you are very, very light skinned, you're going to go for the cool colors. If you're more mid-toned, I'm tan, I go for the warm colors. And the wonderful thing is, I didn't tell you guys here, but Bijou, can you, or somebody,
yes, ma'am.
right here, can you show me deep number 1 really quick? It's really the darkest one. Yes, deep. So she's going to grab that really quick here. Okay, so I'm going to pass it around to all you guys, and what I'm going to have you guys do is get your Q-tip and just try it on your hand because I want you to see what it looks like. This is deep number 1, and you can see that it is darker. Now, deep number 1, I suggest everybody,
It's dark number 1.
deep. Dark number 1. I'm being corrected. So it's dark number 1, and this is something that's really good to have in your makeup repertoire because it's not only good for shading, which we're going to talk about contouring today, but I have very sparse eyebrows, and I actually use it for my eyebrows. Now, a lot of people use a multitasker for their eyebrows, and the multitasker for me is just too dark. I don't really like. So for me, when I was growing up, I actually was sent to a school when I was very young, maybe 14. I went to school for maybe 6 months, and I was taught how to put on makeup and how to do stage makeup and how to do makeup for movies and whatnot. And so for just the general, way back then, all these years ago, what I was told at that time was if you have dark hair, black hair, or dark brown hair, you want to go a shade lighter on your eyebrows. And if you have blonde hair, you want to go a shade to 2 shades darker on your eyebrows. And so that's something that you don't really hear too often, but I've always stuck with that, and I think it just gives a much more natural look. If you have blonde hair and you don't do anything, or if you have light eyebrows, let's just put it that way, and you don't do anything with your eyebrows, always remember your eyebrows are like frames. I always tell my girls, your eyebrows are frames for your face and for your eyes. Your eyes are your best asset on your face. If you don't have proper eyebrows, then you're not going to show your best asset. So that's just a little thing that I'm always teaching the gals here. I'm sorry?
I just want to double check you're live in the event page.
Okay.
Are you live in that
Yes.
group? Okay.
I'm live in the event page right now. If anybody else is there, hey Deborah, I think there is, and hey Terry, and there's Terry Kucker and Terry Wessinger, so they're still watching me on here. So we're going to go ahead and talk about really quick on how to pump up your eyes really quick. If you have brown eyes, the diffused, I think it is up there. Do you guys have diffused? She has it in her hand right now. That's diffused? Yes?
No.
Or what is that called? Maybe I'm wrong on the color.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you have brown eyes or even blue eyes, that color is really beautiful. It's almost like a purpley kind of brown, kind of warm color. That's a really good color for brown eyes. When you have blue eyes and you wear a brown eyeliner, it will really make your blue eyes pop, so that's good. Some people have some questions, and one of the things is, why can't we get red lipstick or red lip gloss? And the answer for that is red is only possible with synthetic dyes. It's just hard to create true red without synthetics. So a lot of times what they'll do, and a lot of people don't know this, is that if you have red lipstick, I don't wear red anymore, I do like the pinks, but it will come from things like crushed beetles. And so that's why a lot of people are into cruelty-free or vegan, because they will actually use little creatures like crushed beetles to create a dye that will make that red pigment for your lipstick. So Savvy Minerals doesn't contain lead or any of those toxins. So instead what they use for the lipsticks and for their makeup is mica. Hey Vanessa, they use mica, and micas are how you get color from the elements of the earth without synthetic dyes. And so it does limit the colors that you're going to see with Savvy Minerals, but it eliminates coal tar, petrochemicals, and synthetics. So it's one of those things where, you know, good, better, best. You know, I'm crazy for blue eyeliner. I've been wearing it for years, and I don't know too many natural elements that are blue, so I'm always looking for the cleanest brand of blue that I can find. But I really do like the diffused. I do have the diffused eyeliner on today, and I really feel that it's a good color for brown, because I'm always looking to complement that best asset, which is our eyes. So I prefer liquid. Somebody said I prefer liquid foundation. Do you recommend? How many of you guys wear foundation at all right now? Okay, so do most of you wear foundation? And
Like every day?
or just whenever you go out or something. I mean, that's something that's common for you. Okay, and then how many of you are currently using mineral foundation? Put a number 1 if you guys are wearing any kind of powder foundation right now. Hey, Angie. Is anybody wearing powder? So is everybody mostly a liquid foundation user here? So mostly everybody who does wear it is a liquid foundation user. So I have not worn powder foundation for years, and I have tried to mix some of those powder foundations into liquid, and it's awful, and it's a bad product. And I've tried mineral makeup that actually is touted, you know, they've transformed it into a moisturizing liquid. Okay, they make me look old, they make me look wrinkled, and I do not like them. So I was a little skeptical when I was going to try the foundation on here. But what you can do is so what I did today is I did warm number 2, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I got warm number 2. My skin is extremely dry. I'm 43 years old. I have extremely dry skin, so I'm having, you know, my skin's getting a little bit more mature. That's what I like to call it. I call it wiser, but it doesn't think very much. I'm always calling things wiser as we get older. But anyway, so what I do is I get a little boswellia, and I also can you show my condiment cup so I can just show them what we do here? It's in my makeup thing. So anyway, I get a condiment cup. When you go to a restaurant, they give you a condiment cup. I always have it in my makeup box. You guys should always have one. It'll help the makeup process of blending go a lot better. Thank you. So she's grabbing that for me right now. So what I do is I get the Boswellia wrinkle cream, because for me, the Boswellia wrinkle cream is much more of a treatment than it is a moisturizer. I have extremely dry skin, so I love the response my skin gets. I like that it's diminishing wrinkles, but it's not giving me enough moisture. But I still use it for the foundation. So what I do instead is I get the Boswellia wrinkle cream, just a small amount, get it in here, I put it into my cup, and then I just literally get just a tiny smidgen. This right here is the rose ointment, and you can see it really is ointment, and I'll get just a smidgen, not too much, maybe like that much in there, and now I've already had the Boswellia in there, and then I just get some of the foundation sprinkled in there, and I just rub it around with my hand, and voila, I have my foundation that is a moisturizing foundation. So I've been happy with it. It's totally working for me. So one of the other questions here is, and does anybody else have questions while I'm asking them questions really quick? Okay. Anybody else have any questions? This is just a quick one. So I'm wondering approximately how long the foundation and powder lasts if you use it every day. So she's talking more like about a quantity, like how long. I'm going to grab this really quick. So this is an average size foundation right here. And I've used makeup in the past. I mean, I've a makeup wearer for a long time, but if you're somebody who's not wearing it every single day and reapplying, this is going to last you a really long time. Like I can say 6 months and feel really confident that you'll probably even have some after 6 months left, if you're just using it once a day like most people do, if you're not going crazy with it and touching up every second. So I'd be very confident to say this would last at least 6 months. It could even last more. Hey, Stephanie. So that is that question. And I'm also wondering how much coverage it offers. So some people want to know about coverage, and it will last. You can get it's buildable, so you can get more coverage with more applications. So with the moisturizing one, you might find that it's a little bit thick when you're putting it on. Just put a little bit more of the rose ointment, and it'll kind of thin it out a little bit. And the thing I did today, because it was still a little bit thick, is I got my misting spray and I sprayed some of that in there, and then it just made it more liquidy. And one of the last questions is, I have dark circles under my eyes and I need good coverage. I didn't wear face makeup for years, but I always wore concealer. So what you do is you would go with the lighter foundation, do the same thing. You could try doing it with just powder first if you feel like you need it darker. Then you would do the same thing with the lotion, and then you would use a brush to brush it on, and then you blend it in really well with your fingers, and then you can get your concealer that you're looking for. Hey Stephanie, is anybody asking questions? Because I'm going to be wrapping this up here in just 3 minutes here. So I do want to say, I'm sorry? Oh, so okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be wrapping it up, so just make sure there's no more questions here. What I'm going to do is let you guys know. So hey Melinda and Hannah, there is a giveaway going on right now, and it's on our page, on our event page. It is, let's see, on it says win a Savvy Minerals sample pack. To enter, all you need to do is make sure that you've clicked going on the event so that we know that you've been here. And now you're watching the video, and what you need to do is answer this question, these two questions. What products of Savvy Minerals are you most interested in? Hey Steph. And what was the most interesting or surprising thing you learned from the live video today? And so you can answer one of those two questions, and then I will be drawing a winner tomorrow to see who's won. So I just want to thank everybody for coming. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions here. Our Savvy Minerals, what's the return policy? Because you guys might want to know about the return policy. So the return policy for Savvy Minerals is there's 30 days or less shipped, let's say 30 days or less after ship date unopened. And that's if you just ordered something and you need to send it back. But if it is open, you will get 30 days or less after shipping date and it's opened. You will get a credit on the member's Young Living account for the purchase price and applicable sale tax. So there is refunds that are available. So I just want to let you guys know that that was a question. And that does it. So, hey Beatrice, I wish you were here today. We're having a lot of fun. So I'm most interested in the Mineral Makeup Foundation. So Hannah, put that on the contest link. You'll see a picture, it's a graphic, and it actually says to say that and put it under there if you want to be entered into the contest. So anyway, we have to get back to the party here because these gals came here to put the makeup on. So we have to get back. So everybody say hello. Okay. All right, so back to the party we go. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Emma Sarah. You can find me at emmasarah.com. Thank you so much.